An old carousel rested behind a faded iron gate. Its painted horses frozen mid-flight, while a tiny music box hidden underneath still carried a cheerful melody. One gentle turn, one tiny click, the whole place seemed ready to breathe again. Funny, some forgotten corners never really fall asleep. Funny how the little things keep returning softly. Every quiet echo finds its way around me. Pieces left unnoticed now refuse to fade. Every tiny memory still gets replayed. Funny how the little things color every street, turning simple moments into something sweet. Nothing asks permission, nothing needs a sign. Yesterday keeps smiling right on time. A paper ticket slipped from an old jacket, its faded print barely readable, yet somehow it unlocked an entire afternoon, hidden somewhere inside my heart. Laughter filled empty hallways, footsteps returned to wooden floors. Tiny conversations became louder than I ever remembered. Maybe beautiful moments never disappear, they simply wait quietly for another hello. Funny how the little things never lose their color. Every passing season makes them feel much closer. Even silent places carry gentle sound. Little sparks of happiness still hang around. Funny how the little things stay without a plan, waiting for a heartbeat, ready once again. Nothing feels forgotten, nothing fades away. Warmth has always known the way. Maybe memories aren't trying to pull us backward. Maybe they're quiet reminders that beautiful moments can keep growing, even after we've walked away. Sometimes all it takes is the smallest detail to make your heart smile before you even notice. Funny how the little things shine without a warning, turning hidden corners into brighter mornings. Every scattered fragment finds its place somehow. Looking back feels lighter now. Funny how the little things never ask to stay. Still they build a shelter in the gentlest way. If I close my eyes, I don't see the end. I just find those colors waiting once again. Soft again, bright again. The laundromat drum kept spinning in quiet circle, that steady rhythm somehow unlocked voices I hadn't expected to hear again. One tiny rhythm, another reflection. Nothing was planned, yet everything returned like invisible melodies, waiting beneath the silence. Round and around, hear the echoes playing. Every little heartbeat finds the song it's chasing. Pieces of the past start to softly gently sway, like an old refrain that never fades away. Round and around, feel the chorus rising, every hidden memory perfectly surprising. Nothing feels forgotten, nothing slips away. Every note inside me starts to play. Yeah, no rewind button, still the soundtrack starts. New invitation, still it fills the room. One familiar rhythm, another tiny detail, then the whole scene builds itself again. Different shoes, different streets, different laughter, different seats. Funny how the feeling always knows the route. Not a photograph, not a diary, not a message left behind, just a simple vibration. Opening another page, turning quiet moments into living colors. Every heartbeat finds another chorus, every chorus finds another smile. Nothing repeats exactly the same, yet somehow everything fits like a favorite melody, returning naturally. No need to search, no need to force it. The heart remembers its own rhythm. Round and around, let the music carry. Every gentle echo feels a little brighter. Every little snapshot learns a brand new tune. Old emotions dancing through the room. Round and around, never losing motion. Every hidden harmony crosses every ocean. If a single melody finds me once again, I'll keep singing with it again. Again. Dust drifted above an abandoned projection booth. A forgotten reel rolled by itself, casting silent shapes across an empty screen, as though some unfinished story had quietly pressed play. Never saw it coming from the quiet corners, little sparks returning like familiar colors, hidden in the background, waiting patiently, finding every heartbeat effortlessly. Never saw it coming, soft without a warning, tiny scattered pieces growing into morning. What I thought had vanished never disappeared. It was simply traveling back to here. An old cinema chair still leaned at the same angle, tiny scratches across the wooden floor, each one carrying a forgotten applause that nobody could hear anymore. The empty stage didn't seem abandoned, it felt prepared, as though every smile, every conversation, every ordinary second had quietly remained behind the curtain, waiting for someone to notice. Maybe nothing had truly gone, maybe it had only chosen a slower path home. Closer than imagined, gentler than expected, every quiet feeling perfectly connected. Nothing asked permission to appear again, somewhere deep inside my chest. Closer than imagined, nothing feels too distant. Every tiny heartbeat finds familiar rhythm. faces once forgotten fit so naturally, like they always waited patiently. Never saw it coming, yet it feels completely like it never left me, like it still could reach me if tomorrow carries different skies above. I'll still keep these moments close enough again. Without calling, without searching, they always know the way back.
Inside an ancient clock tower, hidden gears leaned into one another, turning with patient precision, far above every crowded street. Tiny brass wheels never hurried, never argued with the direction ahead. Watching them, a quiet realization settled gently. Maybe every version of me has always been moving toward this place. The voice I searched for was never far away. It lived beneath every uncertain step, waiting calmly until I was ready to hear it clearly. You left a little kindness where I couldn't see it. Now the smallest heartbeat finally can feel it. Every fragile moment helped me learn to stand, like invisible footprints holding my hand. You left a little kindness long before I knew it. Every quiet answer already ran through it. Nothing asked for perfection, nothing asked for more. Hope was softly waiting at my door. Funny, I always imagined growing up meant becoming someone completely different. But maybe it simply means understanding the person who kept trying, even on the ordinary days. The nervous smile, the awkward choices, the unfinished dreams. They weren't mistakes, they were little messages sent forward, trusting I'd eventually understand. And somehow I finally do. If I could answer that younger heartbeat, I wouldn't promise an effortless road. I'd simply whisper, keep believing in the gentle parts of yourself, because those pieces never stopped building who you became. You left a little kindness, now it shines around me. Every steady heartbeat feels like home has found me. Every quiet promise still becomes my guide, like a faithful compass deep inside. You left a little kindness, nothing slipped away. Every hopeful fragment found another way. Now I smile a little for the one I knew, the one who kept believing I'd make it through. You left a little kindness, still it softly stays, turning silent moments into brighter days. Where tomorrow opens, I'll continue on, carrying that gentle voice, forever strong.
A forgotten slide projector clicked beneath a wooden roof, sending faded little frames across a quiet wall. Tiny freckles, uneven hair, wrinkled sleeves, careless laughter. picture carried something larger than the paper could ever hold. The room stayed silent, yet somehow my chest remembered before my thoughts did. Maybe warmth never disappeared. Maybe it simply waited patiently, hidden between the smallest details I almost overlooked. Every faded picture paints a softer feeling, little scattered moments quietly revealing pieces I had buried under every day. Now they bloom like colors on display. Every faded picture brings the laughter nearer. Every gentle outline makes the whole world clearer. Nothing truly vanished, nothing drifted far. Home was always resting where you are. Fingerprints remained along the paper edges, corners gently folded from countless careful hands. One tiny smile unlocked another, then another, until forgotten afternoons filled the empty spaces without asking permission. The voices didn't return exactly, only the comfort they quietly carried, and somehow that was enough to brighten everything around me. We spent so long searching for comfort somewhere ahead without noticing how much tenderness has already been waiting behind us, not to hold us back, only to remind us how beautifully we learn to grow. Every faded picture keeps the colors breathing. Every little heartbeat finds another meaning. Nothing lost forever, nothing left behind. Every precious fragment still can shine. Every faded picture turns the ordinary into quiet treasures, gentle, bright, and airy. If tomorrow changes everything I know, these familiar feelings still will glow. Holding simple moments, holding grateful eyes, finding hidden comfort in forgotten smiles. Inside an old piano workshop, a single loose string answered the quiet air. With a trembling tone, dust lifted from polished black wood, while tiny brass tools rested beside open keys. Nobody touched a thing, yet one gentle vibration spread across the room, as though forgotten feelings had never truly fallen silent. Some melodies simply wait for listening ears. Still I hear it underneath the silence, tiny waves of feeling moving without guidance. Every quiet resonance finds me where I stand, like a voice remembered without a plan. Still I hear it, soft but never fading, just found another place to stay. A weathered music stand leaned toward the window, its worn edges holding years of fingerprints. Loose pages shifted with the breeze, not searching for applause, not asking to be noticed. One familiar harmony rose inside my chest, not because I remembered every detail, because the feeling already knew its own way home. Perhaps some moments never asked to be revisited, they simply return when your heart has finally become quiet enough to welcome them. Still, I hear it through the smallest moments, simple little echoes turning into currents. Every gentle whisper finds another rhyme, keeping quiet comfort close in my mind. Still, I hear it, nothing feels forgotten. Every tender fragment keeps my spirit softened. Pieces once unnoticed now become my guide, playing gentle choruses deep inside. Maybe memories don't become meaningful because we hold on to them. Maybe they become meaningful because they quietly stay with us, changing shape, growing gentler, until one ordinary moment lets us hear them again. Not as sadness, as gratitude. Still, I hear it, every note surrounding, turning scattered heartbeats into static grounding. Every distant feeling finds a brand new song, showing me it stayed along. Still, I hear it flowing through tomorrow, carrying no burden, leaving none to borrow. Every quiet chorus lives inside my soul, making every broken piece feel whole. Still, I hear it gentle as the morning, never asking questions, never giving warnings. If the world grows louder, if the seasons fly, that familiar music will still reply. Softly, steadily, always nearby. Brick walls carried fading murals, paint chipped into quiet patterns. Corner stores wore different colors, tiny bells still danced above the doors. A bicycle leaned beside an old fence, its basket holding dried wildflowers. The pavement wasn't calling loudly, it simply felt familiar, as though every ordinary step had quietly kept my name long after I wandered elsewhere. Funny how nothing stayed exactly the same, yet every little corner still knew how to soften everything inside me. Maybe belonging never truly packed its bags. Every little corner keeps my story breathing. Simple conversations still have quiet meaning. Every worn out crossing feels alive again, like I never really reached the end. Every little corner wrapped its windows, yet the air somehow still carried a trace of warm bread mixed with cheerful mornings. A weathered bus stop held layers of forgotten stickers, tiny marks left by hands that probably never imagined someone else would smile at them someday. The smallest details became quiet bridges, leading me towards someone I hadn't greeted in a very long while. My younger self, still walking ahead, still waving without saying a word. Just familiar places, keeping gentle promises, waiting patiently for one more visit inside my heart. Every little corner keeps the colors glowing, even after distance never stopped them growing. Every friendly doorway opens once again, like an old companion and a friend. Every little corner carries silent laughter, showing every version of my ever after. Though the seasons wandered, though the skyline changed, kindness found its address just the same. Every little corner whispers without speaking. Every quiet memory finds what I've been seeking. If tomorrow leads me far from where I've been, those familiar streets will always welcome me within.
An old ceramic workshop rested behind weathered shutters, rows of handmade cups lined uneven wooden shelves, each carrying tiny fractures filled with delicate golden lacquer. Nothing tried to erase the cracks. Instead, every repaired line caught the afternoon glow more beautifully than flawless porcelain ever could. Watching them, a quiet thought found its way into my chest. Maybe every fragile chapter learns another color. Maybe every heavy feeling softens little by little. Nothing asks to disappear, it simply changes how it shines. Carry me gently where the heart grows lighter. Even old reflections glow a little brighter. What once felt like thunder now becomes a breeze, leaving quiet comfort inside me. Across the room, an elderly artisan brushed another careful stroke, joining broken edges without hiding where they had once separated. Patient hands never hurried, every careful movement honored what had already happened. Instead of wishing for another past, and somehow that simple kindness reached farther than words ever could. I understood that healing isn't forgetting, it's learning to welcome every chapter with softer eyes. Every gentle heartbeat finds another rhythm. Every fading sorrow leaves a trace of wisdom. Nothing needs a perfect ending to become beautiful. Carry me softly through the quiet changes. Every little scar turns another page, and what once felt so restless now can peacefully stay like a warm stories don't hide where they were broken, they quietly reveal how beautifully they were restored. So if another chapter finds its way into these hands, I'll greet it with open eyes, a calmer smile, and a heart that finally understands. Gentleness can become its own kind of light.
Inside an old school locker, faint pencil lines still cross the painted metal, tiny stars, uneven arrows, half-finished doodles, crooked initials, nothing carefully drawn. Yet every mark held the fearless honesty of someone who believed tomorrow would understand. I stood there smiling, almost hearing those quiet thoughts waiting between the lines. Maybe those little messages never faded. Maybe they simply waited until my heart could finally read them without rushing past. You were quietly waiting in the smallest places, hidden little moments, wearing familiar faces. Every hopeful scribble still can guide my way, like a gentle whisper choosing to stay. You were quietly waiting, never asking questions, turning simple memories into soft directions. Everything you trusted still belongs with me, growing into someone you believed I'd be. It's funny, I used to think growing older meant leaving that version behind. But standing here, looking at those tiny pencil marks, it doesn't feel like goodbye. It feels more like a conversation that took a really long pause. You weren't trying to predict anything, you were just hoping I'd remember how curious we used to be, how easily we laughed, how quickly we forgave ourselves. Maybe that's what I've been missing, not the past, just that way of looking at the world. If I could answer those quiet notes, I'd simply smile and say you were stronger than you ever realized. Thank you for keeping hope alive when neither of us could see how everything would unfold. You were quietly waiting, now I hear you clearly. Every little heartbeat brings your voice more near me. Every simple promise still becomes my guide, like a steady compass deep inside. You were quietly waiting through the changing weather, keeping tiny pieces always close together. Wherever life may lead me, whatever comes anew, I'll keep a place forever for the dreamer who once believed in me. Sun-bleached tennis courts rested behind a chain link fence, their faded white lines barely holding shape. A forgotten vending machine stood quietly nearby, its colored buttons worn smooth by countless curious hands. Somewhere overhead, basketball net swayed with the breeze, making the softest whisper, enough to wake a feeling I hadn't visited for years. The place hadn't called me, it simply remained patient enough for me to notice. Somewhere the laughter lingers, floating through the stillness. Every gentle heartbeat finds familiar brightness. Nothing asked for yesterday, nothing asked for more. Warmth can cross the distance like before. Somewhere the laughter lingers, easy as a daydream. Tiny little moments still know how to find me. Pieces once forgotten quietly appear, bringing back a feeling soft and clear. An old convenience store still displayed spinning postcard racks, their corners curled, their colors softened. Yet every turning card carried the same easy charm nearby. A weather picnic table held faint carvings pressed into the wood. Little hearts, crooked initials, tiny circles, all left behind by hands that simply wanted a small part of themselves to stay. Stand there, I couldn't remember every conversation. I remembered how light everything felt, and somehow that was enough. Somewhere the laughter lingers, wrapped inside the silence. Every quiet smile finds its own horizon. Nothing really vanished, nothing slipped away. It just learned a gentler way. Somewhere the laughter lingers, waiting without warning, turning ordinary places into quiet mornings. Every simple heartbeat carries something true, a softer version coming into view. Maybe beautiful seasons never ask to be repeated. They leave tiny pieces inside ordinary places, waiting patiently until one familiar breeze, one familiar scent, or one familiar corner opens the door again. Then suddenly, without trying, without searching, the heart remembers how beautifully it once smiled. A dusty flipboard still clicked inside an old neighborhood train platform, changing empty destinations one letter at a time. For some reason, that familiar sound unlocked a door I didn't know was still there. Feels brand new, even though it's been here. Every quiet heartbeat brings the picture near. Pieces once forgotten wear a different view. Somehow umbrella stand waited outside a tiny neighborhood cafe. Its chip paint didn't hide anything, it simply showed where countless rainy afternoons had quietly passed. Steam drifted across the front glass, blurring reflections into soft watercolor shapes. Then came a strange feeling, not exactly recognition, not exactly surprise, more like meeting someone you almost remember and somehow trust immediately. Every forgotten detail returned with a different heartbeat, not louder, just warmer. The years hadn't erased anything, they had only changed the way it reached me. Closer than expected, gentle as a whisper, every hidden fragment shines a little clearer. Nothing stays exactly as it used to be. That's what makes it beautiful to see. Closer than expected, every small sensation builds another bridge across imagination. What once felt so distant finds its way somehow, standing right beside me now. Feels brand new, every smile returning, tiny silent corners keep the feeling turning. Every worn out memory finds another hue, like the heart already knew. Feels brand new, nothing needs repeating. Every quiet chapter makes the soul keep beating. Though the years kept moving, though the seasons flew, the oldest little moments still arrive as something bright, unexpected, and beautifully new.
Inside a forgotten library archive, a rolling ladder rested against towering shelves. Dust floated upward whenever another drawer slid open between worn catalog cards. A faded checkout stamp caught my attention, not because of the paper, but because it carried the quiet atmosphere of a version of life I hadn't visited in forever. One tiny detail shifted something inside me. Suddenly, an entire chapter stepped back into focus. There it goes again, out of nowhere, finding me. Every hidden heartbeat sets another story free. What I thought had vanished never crossed the line. It was only waiting for the perfect sign. There it goes again, clearer than I knew it. Every quiet feeling runs me gently through it. One forgotten season finds my open door, looking strangely closer than before. The memory didn't arrive all at once. It wandered in like scattered puzzle pieces. A familiar hallway, the sound of sneakers across polished floors. A vending machine humming quietly in the background. Someone laughing just outside the frame. None of it demanded attention. Yet together those ordinary fragments built an entire world I never expected to recognize so completely. Funny how the smallest clues can carry the biggest returns. There it goes again, weaving through the silence, turning little details into warm reminders. Every overlooked moment finds another hue. Everything forgotten feels brand new. There it goes goes again, nothing forced or planned. Every hidden chapter finds an open hand. What I almost misplaced never drifted far. It kept shining softly where memories are. It's strange, you spend so long thinking a chapter has quietly disappeared. Then one ordinary moment, a sound, a texture, a familiar corner, reminds you it never actually left. It was simply waiting until your heart could recognize it again. There it goes again, brighter than expected. Every little heartbeat perfectly connected. Every silent fragment finds its missing place, leaving quiet wonder on my face. There it goes again, nothing feels too distant. Every gentle rhythm feels completely different. Though the pages turn, though the world moved on, that forgotten season kept singing all along.
A forgotten ticket punch hung beside an old ferry terminal gate. Its tiny metal handle rocked ever so slightly, making a delicate click that echoed farther than the empty pier itself. Some sounds don't stay where they begin. Open up again, little doors inside me, tiny sparks of yesterday always seem to find me. Every quiet heartbeat turns another key. Hidden rooms awaken naturally. Open up again, nothing feels abandoned. Every gentle memory slowly gets expanded. What was tucked away comes into the blue, like it always knew the way back through. The waiting benches still face the water, their weathered paint peeling into gentle patterns. A cracked timetable hung beneath old bolts, its faded numbers barely holding shape. Nearby, an empty coin operated by binocular pointed toward the distant shoreline, patiently watching a view that never stopped changing. Standing there, I realized the heart works a little like that. It keeps looking toward places long after the footsteps disappear. Not because it wants to return, but because some beautiful moments continue living in quiet corners, ready to greet us whenever we pause long enough to notice. Softly coming closer without any warning. Simple little echoes turn into the morning. Nothing has permission to appear once more. Gentle waves are knocking at the door. Softly coming closer, like familiar weather. Scattered little fragments gather back together. Every hidden heartbeat finds a steady tune, blooming in the silence like June. Open up again, every color breathing, tiny ordinary moments find new kinds of meaning. Every silent hallway carries something true, waiting just beyond my point of view. with a quiet smile, an open heart, and plenty of room. An old carousel rested behind a faded iron gate. Its painted horses frozen mid-flight, while a tiny music box hidden underneath still carried a cheerful melody. One gentle turn, one tiny click, the whole place seemed ready to breathe again. Funny, some forgotten corners never really fall asleep. Funny how the little things keep returning softly. Every quiet echo finds its way around me. Pieces left unnoticed now refuse to fade. Every tiny memory still gets replayed. Funny how the little things color every street, turning simple moments into something sweet. Nothing asks permission, nothing needs a sign. Yesterday keeps smiling right on time. A paper ticket slipped from an old jacket, its faded print barely readable, yet somehow it unlocked an entire afternoon, hidden somewhere inside my heart. Laughter filled empty hallways, footsteps returned to wooden floors. Tiny conversations became louder than I ever remembered. Maybe beautiful moments never disappear, they simply wait quietly for another hello. Funny how the little things never lose their color. Every passing season makes them feel much closer. Even silent places carry gentle sound. Little sparks of happiness still hang around. Funny how the little things stay without a plan, waiting for a heartbeat, ready once again. Nothing feels forgotten, nothing fades away. Warmth has always known the way. Maybe memories aren't trying to pull us backward. Maybe they're quiet reminders that beautiful moments can keep growing, even after we've walked away. Sometimes all it takes is the smallest detail to make your heart smile before you even notice. Funny how the little things shine without a warning, turning hidden corners into brighter mornings. Every scattered fragment finds its place somehow. Looking back feels lighter now. Funny how the little things never ask to stay. Still they build a shelter in the gentlest way. If I close my eyes, I don't see the end. I just find those colors waiting once again. Soft again, bright again. The laundromat drum kept spinning in quiet circle, that steady rhythm somehow unlocked voices I hadn't expected to hear again. One tiny rhythm, another reflection. Nothing was planned, yet everything returned like invisible melodies, waiting beneath the silence. Round and around, hear the echoes playing. Every little heartbeat finds the song it's chasing. Pieces of the past start to softly sway, like an old refrain that never fades away. Round and around, feel the chorus rising. Every hidden memory perfectly surprising. Nothing feels forgotten, nothing slips away. Every note inside me starts to play. Yeah, no rewind button, still the soundtrack starts. New invitation, still it fills the room. One familiar rhythm, another tiny detail, then the whole scene builds itself again. Different shoes, different streets, different laughter, different seats. Funny how the feeling always knows the route. Not a photograph, not a diary, not a message left behind, just a simple vibration. Opening another page, turning quiet moments into living colors. Every heartbeat finds another chorus. Every chorus finds another smile. Nothing repeats exactly the same, yet somehow everything fits like a favorite melody, returning naturally. No need to search, no need to force it. The heart remembers its own rhythm. Round and around, let the music carry. Every gentle echo feels a little brighter. Every little snapshot burns a brand new tune. Old emotions dancing through the room. Round and around, never losing motion. Every hidden harmony crosses every ocean. If a single melody finds me once again, I'll keep singing with it again. Again. Dust drifted above an abandoned projection booth. A forgotten reel rolled by itself, casting silent shapes across an empty screen, as though some unfinished story had quietly pressed play. Never saw it coming from the quiet corners. Little sparks returning like familiar colors, hidden in the background, waiting patiently, finding every heartbeat effortlessly. Never saw it coming, soft without a warning. Tiny scattered pieces growing into morning. What I thought had vanished never disappeared. It was simply traveling back to here. An old cinema chair still leaned at the same angle. Tiny scratches across the wooden floor, each one carrying a forgotten applause that nobody could hear anymore. The empty stage didn't seem abandoned. It felt prepared, as though every smile, every conversation, every ordinary second had quietly remained behind the curtain, waiting for someone to notice. Maybe nothing had truly gone. Maybe it had only chosen a slower path home. Closer than imagined, gentler than expected. Every quiet feeling perfectly connected. face to face. Never saw it coming, now the whole room's glowing. Every hidden chapter finally is showing. Pieces once forgotten fit so naturally, like they always waited patiently. Never saw it coming, yet it feels completely like it never left me, like it still could reach me. If tomorrow carries different skies above, I'll still keep these moments close enough. Again, without calling, without searching, they always know the way back.
Inside an ancient clock tower, hidden gears leaned into one another, turning with patient precision, far above every crowded street. Tiny brass wheels, never hurried, never argued with the direction ahead. Watching them, a quiet realization settled gently. Maybe every version of me has always been moving toward this place. The voice I searched for was never far away. It lived beneath every uncertain step, waiting calmly until I was ready to hear it clearly. You left a little kindness where I couldn't see it. Now the smallest heartbeat finally can feel it. Every fragile moment helped me learn to stand, like invisible footprints holding my hand. You left a little kindness long before I knew it. Every quiet answer already ran through it. Nothing asked for perfection, nothing asked for more. Hope was softly waiting at my door. Funny, I always imagined growing up meant becoming someone completely different. But maybe it simply means understanding the person who kept trying, even on the ordinary days. The nervous smile, the awkward choices, the unfinished dreams. They weren't mistakes, they were little messages sent forward, trusting I'd eventually understand. And somehow I finally do. If I could answer that younger heartbeat, I wouldn't promise an effortless road. I'd simply whisper, keep believing in the gentle parts of yourself, because those pieces never stopped building who you became. You left a little kindness, now it shines around me. Every steady heartbeat feels like home has found me. Every quiet promise still becomes my guide, like a faithful compass deep inside. You left a little kindness, nothing slipped away. Every hopeful fragment found another way. Now I smile a little for the one I knew, the one who kept believing I'd make it through. You left a little kindness, still it softly stays, turning silent moments into brighter days. Where tomorrow opens, I'll continue on, carrying that gentle voice, forever strong.
thin slide projector clicked beneath a wooden roof, sending faded little frames across a quiet wall. Tiny freckles, uneven hair, wrinkled sleeves, careless laughter. Every picture carried something larger than the paper could ever hold. The room stayed silent, yet somehow my chest remembered before my thoughts did. Maybe warmth never disappeared, maybe it simply waited patiently, hidden between the smallest details I almost overlooked. Every faded picture paints a softer feeling, little scattered moments quietly revealing pieces I had buried under every day. Now they bloom like colors on display. Every faded picture brings the laughter nearer. Every gentle outline makes the whole world clearer. Nothing truly vanished, nothing drifted far. Home was always resting where you are. Fingerprints remained along the paper edges, corners gently folded from countless careful hands. One tiny smile unlocked another, then another, until forgotten afternoons filled the empty spaces without asking permission. The voices didn't return exactly, only the comfort they quietly carried, and somehow that was enough to brighten everything around me. We spent so long searching for comfort somewhere ahead without noticing how much tenderness has already been waiting behind us, not to hold us back, only to remind us how beautifully we learn to grow. Every faded picture keeps the colors breathing. Every little heartbeat finds another meaning. Nothing lost forever, nothing left behind. Every precious fragment still can shine. Every faded picture turns the ordinary into quiet treasures, gentle, bright, and airy. If tomorrow changes everything I know, these familiar feelings still will glow. Holding simple moments, holding grateful eyes, finding hidden comfort in forgotten smiles. Inside an old piano workshop, a single loose string answered the quiet air. With a trembling tone, dust lifted from polished black wood, while tiny brass tools rested beside open keys. Nobody touched a thing, yet one gentle vibration spread across the room, as though forgotten feelings had never truly fallen silent. Some melodies simply wait for listening ears. Still I hear it underneath the silence, tiny like a voice remembered without a plan. Still I hear it soft but never fading, every hidden heartbeat patiently remaining. What was left behind never slipped away, it just found another place to stay. A weathered music stand leaned toward the window, its worn edges holding years of fingerprints. Loose pages shifted with the breeze, not searching for applause, not asking to be noticed. One familiar harmony rose inside my chest, not because I remembered every detail, because the feeling already knew its own way home. Perhaps some moments never asked to be revisited, they simply return when your heart has finally become quiet enough to welcome them. Still I hear it through the smallest moments, simple little echoes turning into currents. Every gentle whisper finds another rhyme, keeping quiet comfort close in my mind. Still I hear it, nothing feels forgotten, every tender fragment keeps my spirit softened. Pieces once unnoticed now become my guide, playing gentle choruses deep inside. Maybe memories don't become meaningful because we hold on to them. Maybe they become meaningful because they quietly stay with us, changing shape, growing gentler, until one ordinary moment lets us hear them again. Not as sadness, as gratitude. Still I hear it, every note surrounding, turning scattered heartbeats into static grounding. Every distant feeling finds a brand new song, showing me it stayed along. Still I hear it flowing through tomorrow, carrying no burden, leaving none to borrow. Every quiet chorus lives inside my soul, making every broken piece feel whole. Still I hear it, gentle as the morning, never asking questions, never giving warnings. If the world grows louder, if the seasons fly, that familiar music will still reply. Softly, steadily, always nearby. Brick walls carried fading murals, paint chipped into quiet patterns. Corner stores wore different colors, tiny bells still danced above the doors. A bicycle leaned beside an old fence, its basket holding dried wildflowers. The pavement wasn't calling loudly, it simply felt familiar, as though every ordinary step had quietly kept my name long after I wandered elsewhere. Funny how nothing stayed exactly the same, yet every little corner still knew how to soften everything inside me. Maybe belonging never truly packed its bags. Every little corner keeps my story breathing. Simple conversations still have quiet meaning. Every worn out crossing feels alive. alive again, like I never really reached the end. Every little corner wraps around my heartbeat, turning ordinary moments into something sweet. Nothing asks for answers, nothing needs a sign. All those gentle footprints still feel mine. The neighborhood bakery no longer opened its windows, yet the air somehow still carried a trace of warm bread mixed with cheerful mornings. A weathered bus stop held layers of forgotten stickers, tiny marks left by hands that probably never imagined someone else would smile at them someday. The smallest details became quiet bridges, leading me towards someone I hadn't greeted in a very long while. My younger self, still walking ahead, still waving without saying a word. No grand farewell, no dramatic ending, just familiar places, keeping gentle promises, waiting patiently for one more visit inside my heart. Every little corner keeps the colors glowing, even after distance never stopped them growing. Every friendly doorway opens once again, like an old companion and a friend. Every little corner carries silent laughter, showing every version of my ever after. Though the seasons wandered, though the skyline changed, kindness found its address just the same. Every little corner whispers without speaking, every quiet memory finds what I've been seeking. If tomorrow leads me far from where I've been, those familiar streets will always welcome me within.
An old ceramic workshop rested behind weathered shutters, rows of handmade cups lined uneven wooden shelves, each carrying tiny fractures filled with delicate golden lacquer. Nothing tried to erase the cracks. Instead, every repaired line caught the afternoon glow more beautifully than flawless porcelain ever could. Watching them, a quiet thought found its way into my chest. Maybe every fragile chapter learns another color. Maybe every heavy feeling softens little by little. Nothing asks to disappear, it simply changes how it shines. Carry me gently where the heart grows lighter, even old reflections glow a little brighter. What once felt like thunder now becomes a breeze, leaving quiet comfort inside me. Across the room, an elderly artisan brushed another careful stroke, joining broken edges without hiding where they had once separated. Patient hands never hurried, every careful movement honored what had already happened. Instead of wishing for another past, and somehow that simple kindness reached farther than words ever could. I understood that healing isn't forgetting, it's learning to welcome every chapter with softer eyes. Every gentle heartbeat finds another rhythm, it changes. Every little scar turns another page, and what once felt so restless now can peacefully stay like a warm reflection, lighting the way. The finest stories don't hide where they were broken, they quietly reveal how beautifully they were restored. So if another chapter finds its way into these hands, I'll greet it with open eyes, a calmer smile, and a heart that finally understands. Gentleness can become its own kind of light.
Inside an old school locker, faint pencil lines still cross the painted metal, tiny stars, uneven arrows, half-finished doodles, crooked initials, nothing carefully drawn. Yet every mark held the fearless honesty of someone who believed tomorrow would understand. I stood there smiling, almost hearing those quiet thoughts waiting between the lines. Maybe those little messages never faded. Maybe they simply waited until my heart could finally read them without rushing past. You were quietly waiting in the smallest places, hidden little moments, wearing familiar faces. Every hopeful scribble still can guide my way, like a gentle whisper choosing to stay. You were quietly waiting, never asking questions, turning simple memories into soft directions. Everything you trusted still belongs with me, growing into someone you believed I'd be. It's funny, I used to think growing older meant leaving that version behind. But standing here, looking at those tiny pencil marks, it doesn't feel like goodbye. It feels more like a conversation that took a really long pause. You weren't trying to predict anything, you were just hoping I'd remember how curious we used to be, how easily we laughed, how quickly we forgave ourselves. Maybe that's what I've been missing, not the past, just that way of looking at the world. If I could answer those quiet notes, I'd simply smile and say you were stronger than you ever realized. Thank you for keeping hope alive when neither of us could see how everything would unfold. You were quietly waiting, now I hear you clearly. Every little heartbeat brings your voice more near me. Every simple promise still becomes my guide, like a steady compass deep inside. You were quietly waiting through the changing weather, keeping tiny pieces always close together. Wherever life may lead me, whatever comes anew, I'll keep a place forever for the dreamer who once believed in me. Sun-bleached tennis courts rested behind a chain link fence, their faded buttons worn smooth by countless curious hands. Somewhere overhead, a loose basketball net swayed with the breeze, making the softest whisper, enough to wake a feeling I hadn't visited for years. The place hadn't called me, it simply remained patient enough for me to notice. Somewhere the laughter lingers, floating through the stillness. Every gentle heartbeat finds familiar brightness. Nothing asked for yesterday, nothing asked for more. Warmth can cross the distance like before. Somewhere the laughter lingers, easy as a daydream. Tiny little moments still know how to find me. Pieces once forgotten quietly appear, bringing back a feeling soft and clear. An old convenience store still displayed spinning postcard racks, their corners curled, their colors softened. Yet every turning card carried the same easy charm. Nearby, a weather picnic table held faint carvings pressed into the wood. Little hearts, crooked initials, tiny circles, all left behind by hands that simply wanted a small part of themselves to stay. Stand there, I couldn't remember every conversation. I remembered how light everything felt, and somehow that was enough. Somewhere the laughter lingers, wrapped inside the silence. Every quiet smile finds its own horizon. Nothing really vanished, nothing slipped away. It just learned a gentler way. Somewhere the laughter lingers, waiting without warning, turning ordinary places into quiet mornings. Every simple heartbeat carries something true, a softer version coming into view. Maybe beautiful seasons never ask to be repeated. They leave tiny pieces inside ordinary places, waiting patiently until one familiar breeze, one familiar scent, or one familiar corner opens the door again. Then suddenly, without trying, without searching, the heart remembers how beautifully it once smiled. A dusty flipboard still clicked inside an old neighborhood train platform, changing empty destinations one letter at a time. For some reason, that familiar sound unlocked a door I didn't know was still there. Feels brand new, even though it's been here. Every quiet heartbeat picture near. Pieces once forgotten wear a different view. Somehow every faded page feels new, feels brand new. Like a window opening, tiny scattered moments slowly overflowing. Nothing asks permission, nothing needs a clue. Old reflections bloom anew. A cracked umbrella stand waited outside a tiny neighborhood cafe. Its chip paint didn't hide anything, it simply showed where countless rainy afternoons had quietly passed. Steam drifted across the front glass, blurring reflections into soft watercolor shapes. Then came a strange feeling, not exactly recognition, not exactly surprise, more like meeting someone you almost remember and somehow trust immediately. Every forgotten detail returned with a different heartbeat, not louder, just warmer. The years hadn't erased anything, they had only changed the way it reached me. Closer than expected, gentle as a whisper. Every hidden fragment shines a little clearer. Nothing stays exactly as it used to be. That's what makes it beautiful to see. Closer than expected, every small sensation builds another bridge across imagination. What once felt so distant finds its way somehow, standing right beside me now. Feels brand new, every smile returning. Tiny silent corners keep the feeling turning. Every worn out memory finds another hue, like the heart already knew. Feels brand new, nothing needs repeating. Every quiet chapter makes the soul keep beating. Though the years kept moving, though the seasons flew, the oldest little moments still arrive as something bright, unexpected, and beautifully new.
Inside a forgotten library archive, a rolling ladder rested against towering shelves. Dust floated upward whenever another drawer slid open between worn catalog cards. A faded checkout stamp caught my attention, not because of the paper, but because it carried the quiet atmosphere of a version of life I hadn't visited in forever. One tiny detail shifted something inside me. Suddenly, an entire chapter stepped back into focus. There it goes again, out of nowhere, finding me. Every hidden heartbeat sets another story free. What I thought had vanished never crossed the line. It was only waiting for the perfect sign. There it goes again, clearer than I knew it. Every quiet feeling runs me gently through it. One forgotten season finds my open door, looking strangely closer than before. The memory didn't arrive all at once. It wandered in like scattered puzzle pieces. A familiar hallway, the sound of sneakers across polished floors. A vending machine humming quietly in the background. Someone laughing just outside the frame. None of it demanded attention. together those ordinary fragments, build an entire world I never expected to recognize so completely. Funny how the smallest clues can carry the biggest returns. There it goes again, weaving through the silence, turning little details into warm reminders. Every overlooked moment finds another hue. Everything forgotten feels brand new. There it goes again, nothing forced or planned. Every hidden chapter finds an open hand. What I almost misplaced never drifted far. It kept shining softly where memories are. Strange, you spend so long thinking a chapter has quietly disappeared. Then one ordinary moment, a sound, a texture, a familiar corner, reminds you it never actually left. It was simply waiting until your heart could recognize it again. There it goes again, brighter than expected. Every little heartbeat perfectly connected. Every silent fragment finds its missing place, leaving quiet wonder on my face. There it goes again, nothing feels too distant. Every gentle rhythm feels completely different. Though the pages turn, though the world moved on, that forgotten season kept singing all along.
A forgotten ticket punch hung beside an old ferry terminal gate. Its tiny metal handle rocked ever so slightly, making a delicate click that echoed farther than the empty pier itself. Some sounds don't stay where they begin. Open up again, little doors inside me, tiny sparks of yesterday always seem to find me. Every quiet heartbeat turns another key. Hidden rooms awaken naturally. Open up again, nothing feels abandoned. Every gentle memory slowly gets expanded. What was tucked away comes into the blue, like it always knew the way back through. The waiting benches still face the water, their weathered paint peeling into gentle patterns. A cracked timetable hung beneath old bolts, its faded numbers barely holding shape. Nearby, an empty coin operated by binocular pointed toward the distant shoreline, patiently watching a view that never stopped changing. Standing there, I realize the heart works a little like that. It keeps looking toward places long after the footsteps disappear. Not because it wants to return, but because some beautiful moments continue living in quiet corners, ready to greet us whenever we pause long enough to notice. Softly coming closer without any warning. Simple little echoes turn into the morning. Nothing has permission to appear once more. Gentle waves are knocking at the door. Softly coming closer, like familiar open heart and plenty of room.